Good morning, Cherries, and welcome to Live Cherry Sunday, Special Monday, episode 205. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to play the dominant pentatonic scale in 5 positions all over the neck. And this is a really, really fun scale. You're going to love this. Hello, Jeffrey Boyle. Give you a round of applause. All right. Thanks for spending a little time with me here today on a Monday. This is really, really cool scale. I'm going to give you a little sample, a little taste of what we have here. I just created a loop in E, just a shuffle in E, and I'll have some graphs too. If you want to copy this backing track and the graphs, just email me, info@cherry. It will be in A probably, but we're doing it for today in E, so bear with me here. So we got a little loop here in E. This lick. Back to the top. Alright, if you like this video so far, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Go live every Sunday, except when I can't. Look at you today on Monday. So this is really, really cool. And the great thing about this is that you already know this. You know, it's like the E minor pentatonic scale, only I'm changing one note and I'm making that minor note major. So it's still a 5-note pentatonic scale, but it's more used for like over a dominant chord because it colors all the notes, all the chord tones pretty much. And it's a real simplified way. Instead of playing a 7-note scale, it's a 5-note scale, so you're less likely to make a ton of mistakes. You're 2 times more likely to not make a mistake in this. So hello from Philly, Jeffrey Boyle. All right, from Philly. So how about those Eagles, huh? Give you a round of applause. Good game last night. They pretty much destroyed the Rams and Saquon Barkley. God, the Giants make a mistake letting that guy go, huh? So let me go ahead and switch over to here real quick and this other camera. I want to show you. Now, you have to forgive me a little bit because I didn't have a chance to make the correct charts, but we're going to work off of this chart, the minor pentatonic charts, for now, just to show you. And I wish I had the correct charts here, but we're going to compare this to the new chart here too. So you have the E minor pentatonic scale. And all we're really changing is one note. We're changing the third degree. So instead of this note on the E string, the G, it's going to be G sharp. The rest is the same on here. To the E. So you have the pentatonic scale, sounds like this, major pentatonic. 1, major 3, 4, 5, and 7. And then going up the octave, you have, we're going to take that open string on the G and fret it, the major third. Of course, I'll have in the new graphs, I'll show both versions of this. So you can see that the same scale, it's just going to be changed to like this, the one note. So all we're doing is we're changing the minor to a major and we're keeping it still 5 notes. So up the octave. And we're leaving out. Because a lot of times what we leave out is more important than what we put in to it. And that's really pretty important to know there. What we don't play is probably more important than what we do play. Like, this is very similar to the Mixolydian mode right here, where it would be like, But that's a lot of notes, 7 notes in there. By eliminating those 2 notes, you're really simplifying the sound of this. Like, it's a little bit more, it's less than. Just simplifying. There's no second, and there's no 6th degree. A lot of times you want to throw in those, and it's cool. But if we play this scale, the dominant pentatonic scale, and every now and then we throw in the extra notes like, and leave it out. And when you add it, it adds a little bit more flavor instead of just continuing to play all 7 notes in there. So much cool stuff, and I love the sound of this scale, and it's really a lot of fun to play. So going back here, and the beauty of this really too is playing it in multiple positions. Like you have the number 1 shape right here. Then if you go to this next shape, this minor pentatonic, where it's like this position. If you take the minor third, which is this note right here, the G, and you shift it up to a major third, G sharp, it sounds like this. There's a scale right there. And you're moving this one up too on the D string, the G to a G sharp. So really the second position it's the E dominant pentatonic scale, but it's starting on the 3rd degree. So it's like a mode, essentially. It's a mode within the scale here, starting on the 3rd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the. And what's really cool about learning this stuff right here is that once you know something like the minor pentatonic, when you learn something new that's similar to it, like this major dominant pentatonic or dominant pentatonic, you'll start to see things that are a little different in there. And then when you go back to the minor pentatonic, it'll open up the minor pentatonic scale as well. Different things that you go, wow, I didn't even know this about that, but you will. Like one example would be just noticing that I'm starting on the 3rd in this position right here. Okay? It would be the same thing if you were doing the minor pentatonic in this position. If you hit that note, all you're doing is starting on the 3rd degree of the minor pentatonic. Right there, starting on the 3rd. Minor cantata. Like that. Robert, does a third degree mean start in the third frets? Sorry, I'm really sorry. No, it's all good. Thank you, Robert. There is no stupid questions. There is no bad questions here. All good questions. The only stupid question is the one that you don't ask. All right? Does third degree mean start in the third fret? Well, not always, but in this case, the third degree is really just the third of the chord. Like in the key of E, the third is G sharp. So I'm starting on the third degree. I don't mean the third fret. In E minor, yeah, the third fret is the third right there. It just works out that way, like that. But the third degree is just the third. Here's in a chord, you have the root, third, fifth, octave. 1, 3, 5. So the third is this note right there. That's what that means. Root, third, fifth, octave. So when I play this scale like this, or in this case, this is the minor pentatonic chart. I don't have the one for the dominant pentatonic, but we're going to work off of this because all we're doing is changing one note, and it's good to see. So this third is the third degree of the E minor pentatonic. But if we change this, we go up 1/2 step, now it's the dominant pentatonic. Same thing with this on the D string. So instead of playing it like this, we're going to play it like this. And what a difference of sound it makes. You can actually play both over this, but in the context of this, you'd have to take the third and bend it up for it to work like this. Check it out. But there's really, in this shuffle, I'm not emphasizing any third. So you could play the minor third. I could bend it up to a major third. Or play the dominant pentatonic. Now here's that third again, that G. You want to bring it up a half step. Pretty cool. I love the sound of it. Just really, really simple. It's not very complicated at all. I'm just taking the scale they already know, or up here. Dusty Pants, hello. Give you a round of applause. All right. Let's see. I don't understand when guitarists speak about thirds, fifths, sevenths, etc. Is there a video that would teach me all that stuff? Don't want to throw you off course. Thank you. Not throwing me off course at all. It's exactly right on course right here. And let's see about thirds, fifths. Is there a video? Well, I like to say I do have a video about that. I love this question because it really makes me want to create a video that really shows this in the simple way. So I will do that. Perhaps next week we'll do that. But it's really in a simple way right now. I'll show you real quick. Here's the E major scale right here. Watch on the E string. Right, that's the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And all your real snob musicians out there, this is a solfege, a movable solfege, which is an E. A lot of people that are really strict will say it's C is the only do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. But we're going to play it in any key. It's a movable, so it's E. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. E major scale. As far as steps here, your whole step. Half step would be just each fret. But a whole step is 2 frets, so you get whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. 1, 2, 3, and there's numbers to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 notes per scale, generally. So if we count 1, 2, 3, there's the third. We count 4, 5. Here's the fifth. 5, 6, 7. Do it again. How does that come into play with a chord? Well, remember these notes. 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. Root. Now here's the chord. 1, 3, 5. Root. It's the same sound. Only I'm up an octave here, but it would sound like this. So those are the chord tones that make it major. 1, 3, 5, root. If it was minor, I'd play the third a half step down. Instead of here, I played here. So it's just parts of the chord. I know I explained that really fast, and I'll make a video that's really digs into it, but essentially that's what it is. It's the shape, it's the foundation of a chord, it's the degrees, it's the framework of chords. So hopefully that helps a bit. You get it. Awesome. Good news. I like that. We're getting somewhere. Greetings. You're very welcome. Dusty pants. Dust off those pants. Band Jam Tracks. Love the name. Common Chords. Greeting from Scotland. Oh, Band Tracks, Common Chords. Greeting from Scotland. All right. Are you in the Highlands of Scotland? I wish I was in Scotland fishing tonight. Remember that from Camelot. Camelot. All right. Very cool. Greetings from Scotland. Thank you. Give you a round of applause. So now we know what those are. Go back to here and we'll see. Well, here's that second position again. That's the minor. So that 3 is just a fret. That's what that means, fret. But we're playing it up here. Now, what I meant before about discovering different things about this is that let's go into the next one first. Let's move on now. Then I'll show you this really cool trick. Here, go into this next position. This is the third position people play a lot. Of the minor pentatonic. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the minor third, which is that third string right here. Third string on the 5th fret. That 5 right there is indicating the fret. So we'll take that third string, the D string, or the 4th string. 4th string. And we're going to move it up. Because that's the G, we're going to move it up a half step. Now it's major. So we play the rest of the scale with just that G sharp in there. Same thing on the 5th fret, 7, 5, 7. Now it's 8. Now it's 6, 7. Doesn't that sound cool right within itself? Now I'm dipping into the other position here. Dropping down to the major third. So if you had a solo over this, it would sound, I don't know about you, but I think that sounds pretty darn cool. Messed up there. chord, E chord. All right. So really, really cool. I like the lower, that's the bands. I like the lower E to the B switch on that position. Lower E to the B switch. Talk about this position right here. And this, the lower E to the B. Lower E to the B switch on that position. this lower E. And I bend up a lot, this major third to the fourth. And that's really cool because you only have, 5 notes here, so we're really utilizing all of them. I like using the sounds of the E to a third to the fourths here. The major third to the fourth, and of course the root to the seventh. When I was saying before, every position has a different interval that skips strings, which is cool. Like in this one, you have the E to the third. Like here, you have the B to the seventh. You have the fifth to the seventh. If I did that in the other position, it would sound like this, like a. No, you have the third, the fourth to the fifth in this low area, which is really cool sounding. And resolve to a 3, because the third, you don't want to really sit on the 4 too long. It's really suspended sounding. A lot of tension there. So every position has a different interval that goes from one string to another, right here. It's really, really interesting. And that happens all through 5 positions on every string, from the 5th to here. Of course, I put that second, but it's not in this scale. So, positions. So are all the first fret notes on the strings known as sharp? Trying to learn where all the notes are and our name. Well, I do have in my guitar course, every time, I have 4 sections, and one of them is dedicated to just fretboard memorization. And I really go through how you could figure out every note on the guitar, like really, really quick. But are they sharp? So are the first frets on all the strings known as sharps? So are all the first fret notes on all the strings known as sharp? Well, the first fret, no, not in this case in the E, because that's an F. Not right there. I mean, this next string, first fret, that would be an A sharp, D sharp, G sharp, B sharp, or C, and an F again. But no. When I go through fretboard memorization, I leave out all the sharps and I just play the natural notes. E, F, G, A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E, D, F, D, E, F, G, A, G, A, B, C, D, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And then I color in. Once you know the notes, A, well, you can go A sharp, just move up a half step. Or flat, go down a half step. If you know C, go up a half step, C sharp. If you know A, go down a half step, A flat. If you know A, go up a half step, A sharp. So it's really easy once you break it down like that as well. So hopefully that helped a little bit as well. And let's move on to this next position. And like I said before, if you want to copy these graphs and backing track, email me info@Cherry, and I'll send it right over to you sometime today once I make it, because it's probably going to be in the key of A, because I have a professional sounding shuffle in A they'll do, and I'll make these charts in A as well. So it's good to, play it in different keys as well. Okay, so this fourth position is really cool too. You've probably seen this a bunch. Playing the blues like here. Like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to take that major third again and shuffle it up a half step. Check it out. Instead of playing the E minor, I'm going to play it here. So you got same thing here, because nothing's changing. You get the degrees. 5, 7, E, the root, major third, 4th, 5th, 7th, E again. Instead of playing this minor third, we're going to play a major third. Right there. 4th, 5th, 7th. You got. So now you got the fifth on the root here. Fifth, seventh root. So you got licks like. Here's the fourth, though. See, once again, now you have the fourth, the third to the fourth, like this. Now, I would never play that lick like normally in the regular box, but for some reason, you have this shape here, so why not utilize it? So you have a. I'm making this stuff up, you know. Love it. Absolutely love it. Really cool. It's endless, the stuff that you could do in here. Let's go over to this last position right here. Now, this is pretty cool. In the fifth position, it's normally like this. Well, we're going to take the seventh, the E, the root. Then we take that minor third again, the G. We're going to move it up a half step. So it's going to sound more like this. Now notice what's happening here. In every position, it's like shifting down as far as where the E is. Up here, the E is here. E, the third to the seventh. Over here, or here, you see the E chord there. Over here, you see the E chord here. Over here, you see the E. So now the third is shifting down a string every time. Back to the E. So here's the whole scale, starting on the seventh degree. So 7, root, third, fourth, fifth. So I have the. Now these all match the C.A.G.E system too, so we could actually just apply this all to the C.A.G.E to arpeggio. So it'll all come together, which is really cool thing, the beauty of it. But we have that scale in this position. And up the octave, it's similar to that E. Instead of playing the G, we're going to play the G sharp. So it's major. Now I have the fourth, fifth, seventh. Ooh, nothing else changes. That's how I came with this riff, this lick here. Check it out. Look. Oops. I love it. So I'm taking the third, bending it up to a fourth. Now if I was in E, like just jamming like this pentatonic position, what everyone does, including myself, I probably would never come up with this lick right here, where I go, you know? Add that in there. Love it. Love it. I love it a lot. All right, go back over to here. Say hello. All right, band jams. Band jam tracks. Sorry, I came in a tad late and we'll watch the video again. But it is the dominant pentatonics, essentially a minor pentatonic with a major third. Sounds awesome. Yes. That is exactly what it is. It's a minor pentatonic scale with a major third. That's it. 5 notes. Just take that minor third, In this case, E minor pentatonic is a G, is the third. Just move it up a half step. That's exactly what it is. It sounds awesome. It is. It's just such a fun scale to play. I mean, it's just like, you know the position already. Like, you know this. So you just change one note. Normally I play the Mixolydian mode, it'd be like, so I'm introducing this note, the sixth. Sounds like a dying cat, right? And then the second. But I'm leaving those out. It's just more simple right there. It's like all the right notes. Skip some strings there, right? So, pretty cool. I'm having a good time. I'll probably watch this back and go, oh God, what are you doing? But it's fun. Band jams. I would never have thought of doing that. Going to study your licks. Thank you. Yeah. Well, what's funny is, thank you for that, studying the licks. One thing I always want to do is show the licks. You know, because I'm playing a lot of licks, but I'm making them up on the spot. And I always feel like I'd rather give you the framework to make up your own licks instead of just showing you, okay, well, you know, here's a lick. Or like, I'm just playing within that framework. But it would be cool actually to show the licks because, look, this is like a pretty, I mean, that's a pretty common lick right there, right? And I'm playing through that major thing. Then you can switch between the major note too. I'm just playing the scale. Play the lick right here. Instead of going down the scale, I'm just playing a lick. You can keep going down there, go. That's the beauty of it, going down diatonically. type of thing with every scale. Just go down in patterns like that. Create your own patterns. Next time you start noodling around, we can get the fretboard cam. Yeah, the fretboard cam, like that. You know, I'll just noodle. I'll go through these positions again here once. Let's lose this pattern for a second. Look at C. What the heck's going on here with these charts? Nope. Which one is that? That's the second one. I think it's that one. No, that's the fifth one. Okay. What is happening? What is happening here? Okay, so we got this loop right here. Delay. Minor pentatonic. So I'll play up here. Emphasizing the major third to the fourth. Resting on the seventh. Sit on the third. Back to what we're doing here. Check it out. I love this position right here, this second position. Blues like you already know right here. Then this next string you have the major third. Here's a cool one in this position right here, where it would normally be fifth position minor pentatonic. I'm switching to a major. Oops. And I like this lick, so I'm taking the major third, bending it up to the fourth, and hitting the fifth. So I got. Alright, we're off the rails. Definitely off the rails on a crazy train here. Alright, so if you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button, ring the bell, subscribe to the channel. I go live usually every Sunday, but probably for the next month I'll be home on Sunday. Not going back out on the road till the end of December. So I've been just noodling around, having some fun here, going a little crazy. No charge for the bad notes as well. So any questions about any of this stuff, please let me know right here or in the comments later if you're watching. And let's see. So basically, to summarize this, you know, we play the E minor pentatonic scale in 5 positions. And if you want a copy of the graphs and backing track, just email me at info@cherry. I'm thinking about doing it in E when I create it. I mean in A instead of E here. I just created this loop. I had these graphs in E already. That's why I chose to do it in E. But I have a really good backing track in A, so I think it's easier to make the graphs than a new backing track. So, all right, gives it a dominant sound here. And what's cool is every position, like I was saying, gives a whole new feel to it. You know, if you're starting on the low one, starting on the root, that's why you're starting on the 3rd degree. And then between strings, the intervals are just completely different. Stuff like this, you have the 3rd to the 4th. So on. Oops. See, I have to be honest with you. I mean, I don't really play this all that much in these different positions. I would normally always just play the Mixolydian mode over something like this. You know, which is a little too much sometimes. Like I was saying, you know, it's a lot of notes. You know. You know, it's just a little too much sometimes. It's a little better to just simplify it. You know, then add it in. As opposed to all the notes of the Mixolydian mode. Oops. Man, I stink. You know? So it's a simplified version of it. You're 2 times less likely to hit bad notes if there's 2 less notes in that, right? And so any questions about this stuff, we're going to wrap it up pretty soon. Let me know here in the chat or in the comments later on. It's just a lot of fun mixing them up, being minimalistic, emphasizing the important notes of it and not necessarily the unimportant notes like the roots, the third, the seventh, the fifth, third, root, seventh. And then you could add some of the sixths. Maybe the second to the third. You know, so on like that. And, you know, very cool. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions about this, let me know. Thank you so much for tuning in here today. I thought this was a lot of fun. It was up in the air between 2 different things I wanted to talk to you guys about here today. One was this scale, and the other one was, I'll just tell you real quick, the other thing I've been messing around with is it's a mode. It's the Locrian Natural 2 mode. I'll just show you really what it is real quick. It sounds like this. It's a cool sounding mode. Oops. What is it? It's like a... I mean, it's something like that, but it's cool. I love the sound of that. Maybe we'll do that another time. It's a little less, it's a little more specific on when you can use something like that than this dominant pentatonic scale. So I figure let's put out some stuff that's useful, you know. But this other mode I've been noodling around with, I think it's pretty cool. So band jam tracks. Let's see, it makes perfect sense about being an alternative to the Mixolydian, which you could tend to be a bit busy. Yeah, a bit busy, like tell me about it. A bit busy, an alternative to the Mixolydian, which could tend to be a bit busy, especially in a blues context. Right, absolutely right. Lots of great info and Lick's example. Thank you very much. Very, very cool. You know, I mean, it's live. I'm noodling around. I'm messing up a lot. And I guess 205 episodes into this, I'm kind of used to it, you know. We just got to go for it sometimes, you know. It's not perfect, that's for sure. But you keep it simple within just 5 notes, you're less likely to hit. Like I said, you're 2 notes less likely of making mistakes. So I like that. Dusty Pants. I'll for sure get your backing tracks and PDF shape spec. Thank you very much, Dusty Pants. And I will make those graphs. It's really easy to make the graphs. I just didn't have time today. I figured it was more important to actually know what I'm playing than, than actually creating the graphs. And InkaCal71 gives me a super sticker for $4. Thank you very much for that. Applause. I didn't even know that my super stickers worked anymore here, but you know, you could test out that super sticker by trying it out for yourself. Thank you very much. That's very cool of you. Pair character exaggerated stretching his arm forward to offer a cup of coffee. Pair character exaggerated stretching his arm forward to offer a cup of coffee. Oh, gotcha. Pair character exaggerated stretching his arm. Thank you very much for offering me. I didn't even ask you what you're drinking out there, but I'm drinking in my mug right here. Coffee. I finally bought coffee filters. Like 2 months, I think I went without them, and I was able to make my coffee today. And it is good. Of course, everything tastes better in this mug. But thank you very much. $4. That is very, very kind of you. I really appreciate it. And thanks for spending some time here with me today. Like I said, any ideas for any future lessons? I mean, I get your ideas, and I like to run with them. I mean, a lot of this stuff is from you. I've been getting some really good comments from someone, something Von something, M. Von. And I should remember what that was, but I got a lot of great ideas. I mean, very, very long comments. If you see my videos and the last couple of them, if you see some comments that are by something Von something, check those out because he really knows what he's talking about. They're really deep. And I like to just take simple parts of that and just go with it because, bite-sized ideas. Give too much information, it's just like mind-boggling for you and myself. But he leaves some really good comments, all great stuff. But if you want to be great, I'm trying to be great. You'll practice and you got to spend the time doing it. It's the only way to do it is to actually spend the time. You can't just talk about it, but you have to actually do it. So I love the comments. If they're not rude and offensive, of course, I'll listen all day and I'll take the advice. I rarely get any really stupid comments, so I'm really happy about that. But I take criticism well too. I love criticism. If you think that I completely stink, then let me know and I'll work on whatever it is you think I need to work on. And I've been getting better because of doing the lives, because I do watch back and I see what I'm doing right, I see what I'm doing wrong, and hopefully eventually over time, you start eliminating all those bad habits that you have over time. So eliminating the bad habits is really important. So that pretty much wraps it up for my speech for today. But thank you very much, guys. Inca for the $4 super chat or $4 whatever you call those super sticker. That's really cool. And Dusty Pants, Band Jam Tracks. You guys have been very kind today. Dusty Pants and Roberts. Everyone for popping in here and saying hello. I appreciate it on a Monday. And give me those ideas. Keep them coming. Jeffrey Boyle, you guys are all amazing. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully you found this useful. And remember, be cool, be kind, be cherry. And I do have a video on the 5 shapes of the pentatonic positions, like the minor ones. I'll put that right up there for you. Email me for the major pentatonics and the backing track, info@Cherry, and I'll see you in the next one. Love yous. Peace.